Going to hear a word read for us from the Bible, from Psalm 65.
Psalm 65, verses 9 and 10. You visit the earth and water it. You greatly enrich it. The river of God is full of water. You provide the people with grain, for so you have prepared it. You water its furrows abundantly, setting its ridges, softening it with showers, and blessing its growth. Amen.
Part of today is also about kind of just celebrating some of the things that are happening within the uniformed organizations. And so we're going to hear from Heather Surley, who had the great adventure of going to the Jamboree in Korea. Kind of hit the news, that one did.
Hi, my name is Heather, and I did go to Korea over the summer. It was definitely an interesting experience. I'm sure many of you saw the news and some of the interesting things that happened while we were there, but I thought I'd come and talk to you about the good things that happened as well, because it wasn't all just a disaster. We had loads of fun, and even through the different chaotic sections we still had loads of adventures and loads of fun. So I think a highlight for me was definitely before we went, we were held back a day due to flooding, but that meant that we got to go to a traditional village, which was really cool. There was loads of traditional shops, traditional workshops that we could go to, and there was also a little like fairground area which we had quite a lot of fun doing, like bumper cars and stuff. Then we went to the Jamboree, and although we didn't actually get to do any activities, we did have loads of fun swapping, trading badges and scarves, and I got a new backpack. So for example, I got an Italian scarf, a Brazilian scarf, Greek scarves, loads of different things, badges from about 90 different countries, so that was really good. And then as we left the Jamboree, we got a chance to do a lot more cultural activities, because the Korean government and the British Embassy put on loads of activities for us. So we visited a lot of war memorials, did some services, we went to the demilitarised zone, which was really interesting. And we also got to do some fun stuff, like we got VIP access to Legoland in Korea, which, in case any of you are wondering, is the exact same as Legoland Windsor and Legoland Billund, so that was fun. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. We went to lots of different places, we saw the country, and we saw how kind the people were. Loads of people were paying for us, giving us free stuff, trying to help us in any way they could, because they felt so bad about how it went. So I think, although it was not what we expected, it was a really good experience, and I had a lot of fun.
Thank you, Heather. Of course, one of the things that impacted the Jamboree was extreme weather. And part of our Harvest Festival today is about climate and how that does, things are happening that we kind of are a little bit anxious about, aren't we, sometimes? Because we know where it's all headed. I mean, when we arrived in the UK, the second year we were here, it hit the news that the highest temperature since 1976 had been struck in Dartford, I think it was. And that was the big news. Well, for the last 3 years, that highest temperature has gone higher and higher and higher each year. It hasn't waited another 30 odd years before it's done that. So I think it's abundantly clear that the climate is something we need to take notice of and care over. Harvest is about creation, and it's about our ability to look after the planet that we have been entrusted with. And of course, we've been entrusted with this planet by a God who is a great big God. And so that's our next song this morning. You know the one? Yeah, some people know. Do you know the actions? No. Now, I'm quite convinced that you're saying no because you don't want to do the actions. I'm like that a little. Anyway, if you know the actions, please join in. But we're going to stand as you're able and sing together. Our God is a great big God.